Good evening to all of you. This is about the Lokpal Bill. As all of you are aware, this has gone through a very checkered history. We had passed a Lokpal Bill in the Lok Sabha, and it was passed after extensive debate, and all the political parties, including the principal opposition party, supported the bill, and a version emerged out of the Lok Sabha. That bill was sent to the Rajya Sabha. Ordinarily, that bill should have been passed in the Rajya Sabha too, maybe with one or two slight changes, but usually a bill passed in the Lok Sabha is passed in the Rajya Sabha too. And it was our expectation that the bill will be passed in the Rajya Sabha. However, the bill was referred to a select committee. Government accepted that position. It went to a select committee. The select committee has now reported a redrafted bill. This is called the Lokpal and Lok Ayukta's bill as reported by the select committee of Rajya Sabha. Now, government has looked into that bill. Government has made only 2 or 3 changes in the draft reported by the select committee, and the Minister of State for Personnel has moved official amendments. Otherwise, we have broadly stood by the version reported by the select committee. Now, one would expect that this bill is passed in the Rajya Sabha. And I'm willing to explain to you the provisions of the bill if you need to know. But this bill balances the interests of the government servant or the public servant, the interests of the investigating agency, the interests of the prosecuting agency, and it recognizes the preeminence of the Lokpal. We believe there is broad consensus on the bill. Even on the 2 or 3 issues in which government has moved an amendment, we believe there is a consensus. And we think that this bill should be passed. This bill acknowledges the preeminence of the Lokpal. It gives the Lokpal the powers that are required to have an effective Lokpal. It gives the Lokpal power to investigate, power to prosecute. It leaves the matter under the control of the Lokpal until it reaches a logical conclusion. There's nothing in the bill which in any way erodes the authority of a Lokpal as we want a Lokpal to be. At the same time, the bill acknowledges that a government servant or a public servant must be presumed innocent until proved guilty, and therefore builds in provisions that protect the government servant in the sense that he must be heard. At every stage when action is taken against a government servant, he must have an opportunity of being heard. That is the very minimum of the principles of natural justice. That has been built into the provisions. It gives powers of an independent investigating agency to the Lokpal, its own prosecution powers. So by and large, I think this bill reflects all that this nation has debated over the last several months, and all that is expected to be in a bill that creates and empowers a Lokpal. So that is what I want to say about the bill, but later if there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
चिदम्बरम जी ने तो सब कुछ आपको मोटे मोटे तौर पे बता ही दिया है। मैं आपको बस 2-4 बातें कह के अपनी बात खत्म करूँगा। पहली बात तो ये है कि पिछले 3 साल से इस देश में चर्चा हो रही थी कि सीबीआई एक ऑटोनोमस एजेंसी, सीबीआई को स्वायत्तता मिलनी चाहिए। और सीबीआई की इन्वेस्टिगेशन और प्रोसिक्यूशन से सरकार का कोई ताल्लुकात नहीं होना चाहिए। इस बिल के द्वारा वो तय हो गया है। सीबीआई लोकपाल के अधीन काम करेगी और जो लोकपाल चाहेगा, जिस केस में लोकपाल किसी प्रोसिक्यूशन में अपना रोल अदा करना चाहती है, वो सीबीआई करेगी। सेपरेट डायरेक्टर ऑफ प्रोसिक्यूशन होगा, सेपरेट इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी होगी, और जो लोकपाल है वो ब्रॉड बेस्ड और इंक्लूसिव होगा, सबकी रिप्रेजेंटेशन वहाँ होगी। और ऐसे लोग, एक प्रोसेस ऑफ सिलेक्शन ऐसा है, किस तरह से वो चुने जाएंगे वो भी प्रोसेस इसमें पूरे तौर से लिखा हुआ है, और वो प्रोसेस भी ऐसा होगा जिससे पारदर्शिता द्वारा अहम लोग जिनको कानून की जानकारी है उनको नियुक्त किया जाए। तो एक तरफ पारदर्शिता, दूसरी तरफ सरकार की जिम्मेदारी, और इसमें सारे मंत्रिमंडल के लोग, पब्लिक सर्वेंट जिसके अधीन होंगे। कहने का मतलब यह है कि जो पिछले 3 साल में देश में चर्चा हो रही थी कि किसी तरीके से ऐसा कानून लाया जाए ताकि करप्शन के खिलाफ एक मुहिम हो, वो जो सपना है जनता का, वो हम पूरा करना चाहते हैं इस कानून के द्वारा। और चिदम्बरम जी ने आपको बता ही दिया है कि किस तरह इसमें जो प्रावधान हैं वो रखे गए हैं, और अगर उसके बाद कोई सवाल होंगे तो हम जवाब दे देंगे। धन्यवाद।
The discussion on the Lokpal Bill has been going on now for some time, and what we have now is a bill where there is broad consensus, a strong bill, a bill that will actually completely transform the issue of corruption. I just want to say that the Congress Party fully supports this bill, and we would very much like the opposition and other party members to work with us to ensure that this bill is passed in Parliament. That's why we are having this press conference. I think this is an extremely important bill, and we are 99% there. And I think if we get the support of all the parties, we can actually pass this bill, which I think is very, very important.
Rahul, do you think the way the parliament is functioning, and with your own allies demanding debates on various issues like inflation, do you think that the Lokpal bill actually can be passed in this session?
Well, what we would like is that all the parties. This is a matter of national importance, and what we would very much like is that parties put aside their concerns and actually do this job. The Congress Party is fully committed to this. We are going to pass this bill, but we need other parties to work with us to deliver this. Yes. All other parties, the BJP and our allies. I think the point is, please. भैया ये point ये है कि ये national importance का bill है और consensus है. ये नहीं है कि disagreement है, consensus है, broad consensus है. तो सब पार्टियों को मिलकर ये काम अब पूरा करना चाहिए. हम यहाँ तैयार हैं. कांग्रेस पार्टी इसका पूरा सपोर्ट करेगी. बाकी पार्टियों से मैं विनती करता हूँ, रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ कि ये नेशनल इम्पोर्टेंस की चीज़ है तो वो सपोर्ट करें.
There seems to be a certain urgency now in passing this bill. Is it because this parliament is coming to an end and you want to have something to show to the voter? Is it after your recent election defeats?
Actually,
the Aam Aadmi Party took up this issue. Why this urgency?
No, this is not an urgency. This is something we've been struggling with for a while. At every step, that Parliament is disrupted. So it is not that we have not been trying to pass this bill. We've been working on it full time. What I'm saying is we are 99% there. There is a broad consensus. This is a much, much stronger bill than anything before. And essentially all the parties should get together and close
It has
this.
nothing to do with the Aam Aadmi Party's
No,
rise and
no.
the fact
This
that
is to
they
do.
were
This is to do. This is to do with corruption, and this is to do with providing a serious weapon to fight corruption in this country, similar to the RTI.
राहुल जी सवाल ले लीजिए राहुल
मैं एक एक करके वहाँ पे आ रहे हैं उधर से आ रहे हैं
समाजवादी पार्टी विरोध कर रही है इसका, तो क्या विरोध के बावजूद आप पास करेंगे? क्योंकि कोशिश की जा रही है फ्राइडे से ही हंगामे के चलते, हंगामा हो तो पास करेंगे इसको, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, क्या अन्ना भी अनशन पे बैठे हुए हैं लोकपाल को लेकर के, और अरविंद केजरीवाल दिल्ली में जिस ढंग से उनकी विक्ट्री हुई है, आपको लगता है अन्ना की जीत करवा करके आप एक तरह से डिफीट देना चाहते हैं आम आदमी पार्टी को?
नहीं, देखिए, ये जीत डिफीट की बात नहीं है। इस बिल की ज़रूरत है। जीत किसी की भी हो, हार किसी की भी हो, डिफीट हो, विक्ट्री हो, इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है। ये बिल हिंदुस्तान को मदद करेगा, बहुत बड़े तरीके से मदद करेगा, इसलिए हम इसको पास करना चाहते हैं। ये हम बहुत समय से कोशिश कर रहे हैं। अब कंसेंसस आ गया है, अब बिल्कुल फिनिशिंग लाइन पर है और ये किया जा सकता है। कांग्रेस पार्टी बिल्कुल कमिटेड है इसको पास करने के लिए। एक सेकंड, बस सबको मिलकर नेशनल इंटरेस्ट के लिए ये काम कर देना चाहिए।
समाजवादी पार्टी विरोध करेगी तो
समाजवादी पार्टी
समाजवादी पार्टी विरोध कर रही है उसको?
आपको लगता है राहुल
समाजवादी का
See, it's possible that one or two parties have reservations about the bill. But I don't think any party says that we should not have a Lokpal. There are reservations about some provisions of the bill. To the best of my knowledge, no party has said we shall not have a Lokpal, we should not have a Lokpal. Therefore, if they have reservations, our appeal to those parties is, please keep those reservations aside. There is a broad consensus. As the Congress Vice President said, we are near the finishing line. And we want to cross the finishing line. One or two parties must set aside their reservations, support the broad consensus and get it passed. I think this country needs a Lokpal. We are almost there. We can have a Lokpal in this session if parties set aside their reservations.
राहुल जी, आपने पिछली बार लोकसभा में कहा था कि लोकपाल ही हर मर्ज का इलाज नहीं हो सकता है, और अब अन्ना के दबाव में या दिल्ली में हार हुई, इस वजह से आपको कहना पड़ रहा है कि
नहीं।
लाना चाहिए।
ये मैं अभी भी नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि हर एक चीज़ का सल्यूशन लोकपाल बिल है, मगर लोकपाल बिल एक बड़ा कदम है और हमें ये कदम लेना चाहिए। हमारे पास बाकी भी बिल हैं जो पाइपलाइन में हैं, मगर ये बड़ा कदम है और उसको हमें लेना चाहिए। मैंने कभी नहीं कहा है कि हर एक प्रॉब्लम का सल्यूशन लोकपाल बिल है, मैं सिर्फ ये कह रहा हूँ कि ये एक ज़रूरी कदम है।
देखिए, जहाँ तक यूपीए सरकार और कांग्रेस पार्टी की बात है, हमारी मंशा बड़ी साफ है और केवल लोकपाल तो एक बिल है, लेकिन इसके अलावा जो यूपीए सरकार ने करप्शन के प्रति जो कदम उठाए हैं, शायद ही पहले किसी ने उठाए। जिस तरह से एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिवली हमने डिस्क्रेशनरी कोटे सारे खत्म कर दिए, जिस तरह से हम अब अमेंडमेंट हो रहा है राइट प्रिवेंशन ऑफ करप्शन एक्ट का, उस पर भी काम हो रहा है, जिस तरह से टेक्नोलॉजी द्वारा हम सर्विसेज दे रहे हैं, ट्रांसपेरेंसी ला रहे हैं, तो जहाँ तक हमारी सरकार का सवाल है, हमने ठोस कदम उठाए हैं, केवल एक लेजिस्लेशन के ऊपर ही नहीं, हमारी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन शासन के प्रति भी। और उससे साफ जाहिर है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी की मंशा हमेशा रही है कि हमें करप्शन को खत्म करना है और लोकपाल एक साधन है उस करप्शन को खत्म करना।
I just like to add. Just let me speak 1 second. I'd like to add to what Sibal ji has said. See, what we are working on and what we have been working on is a framework to fight corruption. This is one element of that framework. The biggest element of that framework was the Right to Information Bill, which we put in earlier. There are a number of steps that we have to take to actually impact corruption. Lokpal is one of them, and there are multiple other here. I mean, there's a list of them, 7 of them, that make up part of a framework. So this is a continuing thing. This is a big step, and we really feel that we are almost there. And if we can get the support of all the parties, it would be a very, very powerful thing for this country.
देखिए अगर सब लोग एक साथ पूछेंगे तो कोई सवाल नहीं पूछेगा। ये मेरे को ऐसे एक करके पूछिए। आप पूछिए। अरे आप पूछिए, इनको बोला है नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है। आप एक मिनट।
There is a public perception that corruption and price rise have gone hand in hand. That has affected and impacted your election results in the last 4 in these elections that were just held. Do you think that you are bringing the Lokpal at the fag end of this debate?
I'll tell you.
The perception is already gone.
I'll tell you about the perception. Look, the single biggest step, and frankly a much bigger step than the Lokpal against corruption, is called the right to information. We passed the right to information when we were doing just fine. We were doing perfectly well, and we came out with the single biggest instrument against corruption. So this argument that we are doing this as a result of elections, I think it's a bit unfair. We are committed to providing a framework to this country of anti-corruption anti-corruption legislation. The base of that framework is the RTI, and we are adding to that. Lokpal Bill is one addition. It's an important addition.
Gandhi, the other day you said you need to learn from the Aam Aadmi Party, given that you started a democratization process over 6 years back, and we have seen the youth shifting to the Aam Aadmi Party in this election. Was your remark some kind of admission of your failure to bring the youth into your party? And is it time that you start the democratization process?
This press conference, please stick to Lokpal.
अब आप जब लोकपाल बिल लेके आ रही है, सरकार ने ज्यादा वाइडर कंसेंसस बनाया, आपको लगता है कि अब अन्ना हजारे को अपना आंसर खत्म कर देना चाहिए और कांग्रेस पार्टी क्या कन्विंस करेगी अन्ना को कि जो वो चाहते थे जन लोकपाल के माध्यम से उसमें से ज्यादा चीजों को अकोमोडेट किया गया?
क्या आप मिलने जाएंगे राहुल जी?
नहीं, देखिए हमारा काम, जैसे मैंने कहा, एक करप्शन के खिलाफ एक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तैयार करने का है। हमने आरटीआई दिया, हमने अब लोकपाल की बात हो रही है, और काफ़ी हमने इनोवेशंस किए हैं और हम करते जाएंगे। अन्ना जी फास्ट पे हैं, I mean that is his perspective. He is on a fast. Our job, as far as I'm concerned, is to give this country a powerful Lokpal bill. And again I'm asking, I've said it now 3 times, what we need, we are 99% there. What we need is 1% movement from the political parties in this country. And I'm pretty confident that if we work together, we can actually finish and deliver the Lokpal.
लोकपाल के अधीन होगी तो आपको लगता है कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर के पैरेलल शक्तिमान बॉडी खड़ी हो जाएगी, साथ ही साथ ये प्रधानमंत्री के अधिकारों पर आज भी आ सकती है।
And who will appoint the CBI chief?
What is the question?
Who will appoint the CBI chief? And will this become a parallel power to the Prime Minister?
Can it be a parallel body against the Prime Minister? Will it encroach the powers of the Prime Minister if you do it?
There is already a law which provides for appointment of the CBI chief. that is in the Central Vigilance Commission Act. There is already a process there. And the CBI chief will be appointed according to that law. Therefore, the Lokpal Bill does not deal with appointment of the CBI chief. The Lokpal Bill provides for how the Lokpal and the CBI will work together. Where the CBI has to be used by the Lokpal, the bill provides for that. But the appointment of the CBI chief is governed by another law.
What I'm basically saying, what I'm basically saying is, एक second. What I'm basically saying is that this is important for the country. We should put aside small little differences that the political parties have, get together and finish this job. That's all I'm saying. That's why we held this press conference. Thank you very much.